The electron has a charge of -1, but the fundamental charge on the electron is actually 1.602 e to the -19 coulombs. And people are currently unaware of how that number kind of comes into being with respect to the charge on the electron. So I've done some calculations based on the emission from the helium Bose-Einstein condensate, the He-BEC model. What we find is that the velocity squared, or 1 over the velocity squared, and determining the surface area provides us with a calculation based on the 4 pi r squared. We get 3.18 e to the -19 of a meter, and that's corresponding to double the amount of the electron charge in coulombs based on 1.602 e to the -19. So if we think about the internal surface area of the sphere and the external surface area of the sphere, and the thickness of the sphere membrane is really associated with alpha. So what we can understand is that we have a functional model where the velocity of the emission of alpha particles, and 1 over that, is associated with the generation of the sphere surface and the charge on the electron. And that corresponds to 99.35% of the expected value if we take into consideration both the inside surface and outside surface. I haven't accounted for the alpha thickness, the fine structure constant, but I would expect that this is a very good, clear indication where velocity corresponds to the surface area of the electron, and its generation comes into being really due to the decrease in the velocity of alpha particle emission. And I'll talk more about that, the He-BEC model, supersymmetry inversion, and how particles come into being through mirrored symmetry of positron-electron pairs.